In June 2019, a man posted a screenshot on Reddit. It showed a brokerage account with $53,000 in GameStop call options. The comments called him an idiot. He posted again in September, then October, then every few months for a year and a half. Every single time he was holding GameStop, every single time someone called him an idiot. Welcome to Wall Street's Fails, and today we are talking about Keith Gill, the man they called Roaring Kitty, the man who started the most insane trade in stock market history and was right. Let's set the scene. It's 2019. GameStop is dying. Everybody knows it. Short sellers know it. Analysts know it. The stock is trading around $4. The company sells physical video game discs at a time when you can download anything from your couch. The smart money is betting GameStop goes to zero. They've shorted over 100% of the available shares. In some months, the short interest hits 140%. That's mathematically aggressive. That's Wall Street saying, "We are so sure this dies, we borrowed shares that don't fully exist to bet against it." And then there's Keith Gill. Keith is not a hedge fund. Keith is a licensed financial analyst who works at a Massachusetts life insurance company. In his spare time, he runs a YouTube channel called Roaring Kitty, where he streams stock analysis while wearing a red bandana headband and drinking milk from a carton. He looks at GameStop and sees something different. What Keith sees is this. GameStop has a new CEO. It has no debt coming due for years. It has over $1 billion in cash. And it has the most short squeezable setup he's ever seen in his career. If the stock moves up, even a little, those short sellers have to buy shares to cover, which pushes the price up more, which forces more covering, which pushes it up more. A coiled spring. So in June 2019, he puts $53,000 into GameStop call options. Call options are a leveraged bet that a stock will rise. If you're wrong, you lose everything you put in. If you're right, you can make multiples. Keith bought calls that expired years out, giving the thesis time to play out. He was not gambling on next week. He was betting on a structural setup, and he was willing to wait. For a year and a half, the stock went nowhere. Reddit called him delusional. People posted laughing emojis under his updates. Someone calculated his average monthly loss and posted it in the comments as a warning to others. Keith kept posting. Keith kept holding. Then came January 2021. Something shifted. Wall Street Bets had grown from a niche forum into a community of millions. Keith's posts had attracted a following. People started looking at GameStop, then buying. Then momentum traders piled in. Then it moved on CNBC. Then retail investors across the world opened Robinhood accounts just to buy GameStop. It went from $4 to $80. Then it kept going. On January 27, 2021, GameStop hit $480 per share. Keith Gill's account was worth $48 million. Let me say that again. $53,000. $48 million. In 18 months. Off a dying video game retailer that everyone on Wall Street had declared dead. And the whole time, he posted. Every update, every screenshot, every dip, every pump, every moment his thesis looked insane, and every moment it looked like genius. He didn't cash out at 100. He didn't cash out at 200. He added more shares at the highs. When Congress called him to testify, he showed up in the bandana. Melvin Capital, one of the hedge funds most exposed to the short, lost 53% in January alone. They needed a $6.8 billion bailout overnight. Here's what makes this story stick with me. Keith wasn't playing the meme. He was there before the meme. He did the fundamental research, made the case publicly, got laughed at for 18 months, and held. The meme found him. Most people on Wall Street bets are betting on vibes and momentum. Keith Gill was doing thesis-based investing on the most hated stock in America, and he was right. He didn't fail, he won. But the people who bought GameStop at 470 because they saw it trending on Twitter, a lot of them lost everything. That's the real Wall Street's fails story, and it's next week. I'm your host. Subscribe so you don't miss it.